And I'm going to go around the horn. This is where I want to hear from you individually. What is better after having taken the class? What is good in your world, in your business? Where are you more confident? Where are you stronger? Let's get that. Joan, you had a Cracker Jack week. Would you go first?
Sure, I'll go first. I think what I really got out of this is really more fine tuning the dialogue during, either listings or, you know, working with buyers and kind of really honing in on the systems. So that's really what I take away. But just the dialogue that I feel like I'm always all over the place. And, it really made me kind of stick to more of, I don't really like scripts, but, it really kind of hones you in. And I feel that that's really helped. And I'm going to really study it more and more as we. Right.
I like the hot buttons. So you have that little paper to lay in front and kind of use as an outline, and then I know what words to say now. I don't know, the timing analysis, I can't remember what the one is called when you go to the FSBO and you're like, there's 1,000 realtors, they each have 10 buyers. That one is pretty awesome.
Hey, well, I've been doing this for 13 years. This is my second time in Floyd. I honestly finally just put together a CRM with Top Producer. So I would have to say it's getting myself organized and following the processes.
Just having more tools to work with to help grow my business. Yeah, like somebody before mentioned the hot buttons, a couple of those I think will be very beneficial. The timing analysis I've used a couple times.
So I guess for me, so I'm still fairly new. So I started real estate in September. So I guess for me, it was really helpful just to, I guess, like mentally prepare for what I need to do and set my goals. Practice getting in the habit of weekly setting time aside to, I guess, improve my business and kind of build it. So I guess just getting in the habit and starting to practice, what to say in different situations.
I feel like I'm getting some consistency, like more transactions, maybe not all, throughout each month, I guess, which is why I decided I wanted to take the class too. So a lot. One of the big things for me has been the accountability. And then, in combination with this class, it's, learning the SMART week and, but the accountability thing and the minimum activities, that's what I was gonna say. But the accountability thing has been doors. I've had more listings, in the past couple of weeks than I have from it. And then in addition, what's awesome about it is that you get to hear from other agents around the country. They can help you with maybe something you're struggling with, or they have really great ideas and something they're doing that's working for them. And maybe it's something you want to give it a try, or, it's neat to hear that from other agents. So.
Well, for me, I feel like I'm still a very new agent as well, but it's kind of given me a roadmap. And, with all the dialogue too, I really appreciate having those hints when, you're having the conversation. Like most recently for me, the timing was a big thing, especially because it's the holidays and people aren't wanting to do anything and they're pushing off other things. So, and then really, because we have several people in our office, I feel like I like having the camaraderie of having other agents in our office to share this information with. We've been through it. So I appreciate that.
I loved the accountability of it and everything. The one thing I really enjoy doing is bringing out my almanac of expired listings. Just go out and attack it. And I'm going to be working with somebody on Friday to potentially list their house. So
I got, I think I really liked the get into two doors. And I finally realized that people aren't going to kick me in the shin when I go in their door. They are happy to see me, especially now, because nobody's being able to visit people, even if it's on Zoom or by phone call. And most people are for me, not against me. So I think that was kind of a nice revelation that, yeah, it's not going to hurt me to get out of my comfort zone. So that was sort of huge to me.
Absolutely. As a newer agent, like I'm still learning ways to phrase things better, and that's something that I've noticed that I've been doing is like, if you go to a store, then one of those customer service people or whatever asks you like, "Oh, do you need help with anything?" You're like, "No, thanks." And then even if you did, but whatever. So I've noticed I've been doing some of that when it comes to people asking stuff or asking about things. So I've been like trying to, I guess, sort of push or ask differently when it comes to people with questions or asking if they have questions instead of like dismissing it when they say like, yeah, no, we're good. We're like, okay, thanks. I'll check in with you again later. And then you never hear from them. So pursuing people a little better is one thing I'm really becoming more aware of. And then another thing I appreciate is like going into other people's homes and businesses and stuff is not quite as intimidating as it used to be. Like the idea of it scared the bejesus out of me, but now it's like, okay, this is doable. Still not the world's biggest fan of it, but it's doable.
Interesting year for more than one reason. I think most people know I've had 4 knee surgeries this year and my best year in business. So I have a very big referral business. And what I want to do, because I was out of it and my team was excellent and helped me. So I'm good at delegating, but I want to help them now. And one of the things, well, I'd like more money because I want to buy a property, but they want to be centurions. I have been, they haven't. So how do we got to do it? More listings. How do we do it? I have to develop my team. So I'm going to use this to help them develop their skills. And I've given myself the goal of 12 more extra listings of expired or FSBOs because I haven't been working that. I had so much coming at me. And that's going to help everybody, I think, at that point. And just getting back into some basics, which I used to do expired and FSBOs, but I haven't been doing it because I got so many referrals coming at me. But developing my team with this, I think will be really, really beneficial. So you might see some of them coming onto your class after I urge them